Have you ever felt that no matter how hard you try, something invisible seems to be blocking your progress? Science has proven that success is not a matter of luck, but of strategy. Today, you'll discover proven techniques for overcoming internal and external barriers, developing a growth mindset, and finally achieving your goals. Whether it's lack of motivation, fear of failure, or simply not knowing where to start, there are practical and scientifically tested methods that can unlock your potential. Want to learn how great leaders and high performers overcome obstacles and stay focused? Then stay until the end, because this video could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Do you ever feel like you're trying your hardest, but for some reason you seem stuck in the same place? As if there were an invisible barrier between where you are and where you'd like to be? The truth is that success is not just a matter of talent or luck. It follows predictable patterns, and today you'll discover the proven strategies that top performers use to overcome blockages and achieve great things. If you've ever faced a lack of direction, fear of failure, or difficulty maintaining motivation, stay with me until the end of this video, because what I'm about to show you could be the turning point you need to change your path. Maybe you have a clear idea of what you want to achieve, but something always seems to hold you back. Or maybe you're lost, not knowing what the next step is. Whatever your case may be, the truth is that most people face three major barriers when trying to make progress. Firstly, a lack of clarity in their goals. If you don't know exactly where you're going, any path seems confusing. Secondly, fear. Whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or even success, it can paralyze you. And thirdly, procrastination. The habit of putting off the most important actions and getting distracted by irrelevant tasks. If you identify with any of these challenges, know that you are not alone. But the good news is that all these obstacles can be overcome with scientific strategies that work in practice. Science has proven that our brains can be trained for success. It all starts with how we interpret challenges and opportunities. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman explains that our brains respond to challenges in two ways, either with a reaction of stress and fear, or with an impulse of motivation and action. And the difference between one response and the other lies in our mental conditioning. Psychologist Carol Dweck, in her studies on mindset, has shown that people with a growth mindset believe that they can develop their abilities through effort and the right strategy, while those with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities are limited. This simple difference in perspective can determine whether you give up in the face of an obstacle or use it as a springboard to success. Now, how can we turn this science into practical strategies? First, there's an incredibly simple but highly effective technique called the 5-second rule, created by Mel Robbins. It works like this. Every time you realize that you're about to procrastinate or hesitate in the face of an important decision, mentally count down from 5 to 1 and act immediately. This interrupts the pattern of self-sabotage and activates the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for decision-making. It sounds simple, but it works because it takes you out of inertia and puts your brain into action mode. In addition, setting goals in a structured way is essential to avoid a lack of direction. The SMART method is one of the most effective approaches for this. It says that every goal needs to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, "I want to improve my career," define something like, "I want to be promoted to a leadership position in the next 12 months, acquiring 3 new technical skills, and taking on projects with greater responsibility." This creates a concrete, measurable plan that keeps you on track. But it's not enough to set goals and take action. You also need to overcome the limiting beliefs that prevent you from making progress. This is where cognitive restructuring comes in, a psychology technique used to change negative thought patterns. Whenever a thought like, "I'm not good enough for this," comes up, replace it with, "I'm still learning, but I'm getting better every day." This mental reprogramming reduces the impact of fear and insecurity, allowing you to move forward without sabotaging yourself. Now, a crucial factor in ensuring that you maintain progress is to create an environment that favors growth. Your surroundings directly influence your motivation and productivity. Studies show that people surrounded by positive influences, whether through mentors, support groups, or even inspiring content, are much more likely to persist until they reach their goals. So ask yourself, is your environment driving you or limiting you? Success is not magic. It's built on small daily decisions that, over time, generate big results. If you want to transform your life, you need to start applying these strategies today. So tell me in the comments, which of these techniques will you try first? If this content made sense to you, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. See you in the next video.